Hello, thank you for tuning in to the B-Leav-it show where Believe it. If I can get through this day with a big smile on my face and true personal independence just a baby step away, well, believe it, so can you. Today is Wednesday, April 15th, 2020. And it is tax day, normally. However, because of this crazy Wu flu virus, they have moved tax day back to July 15th. But do not take my word for it. If you have an accountant, please refer to the accountant. Because I'm just one opinion out here, and many opinions. That's just everybody's common knowledge. And I gotta tell you what, man. I'm broadcasting from the south side of Jacksonville, just a little bit sexy. And my last show, it's been so long since I did the show, instead of using the little pistol, fake pistol, I did the finger walking thing. I was just like, spacing out. Oh well, what are you gonna do? But hey, I got it right this time, and I see you looking down. What's the score? It's all tied. You want more? You know it's true. What's inside of you? Believe it. Don't you know? Talk the talk, walk the walk. Believe in the Believe-it show. Independence Day, a baby step away. Believe it, it's time to go. Believe-it show. Hey, folks. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I am doing just great. I am so blessed. Even though we are kind of in a lockdown situation, and we don't really leave our room too much. If you leave, you have to put on a mask. It kind of, makes it a little bit different when you're in social situations. That's okay. I mean, I am blessed. It could be a lot worse. There's a lot of folks out there struggling, and I would just implore everybody to take care of each other. Let's unite. Let's draw together as one big American family at a time like this. We shouldn't be nitpicking and stuff. We should take care of each other. Like you were a brother or a sister. I want you all to try to do that. It's the least we can do. And I gotta tell you, today I had a really good workout. I did a lot of walking. I'm doing something a little bit different. I used a walker, and I've been choking up on it, and then pulling up on it. It's got 4 pegs, 2 wheels and 2 pegs. I'm sorry, and 2 wheels and 2 pegs, and I pull up on the pegs so that only the wheels are rolling. And you have to slow down your walk, of course, when you do that, so you don't fall off balance. It's really, I can't do that for a long time. But it's the next step, in getting more independent, being able to walk without the walker. That's the step after that. If I wanted to use a cane, I could, but I'm just leaving myself up to maybe fall. I'm by myself. I don't have insurance, so if I fall, then I risk a lot. Now, another thing I want to talk to you about is stretching. before you do your workout, make sure you stretch properly. Move your feet, and sit like that and just move your legs around. In your bed, you can do like a little motion like that while you're laying in bed. That way you get limber. Also, your upper body. Move around so that, you're not going to be a full-on athlete, but you want to move just kind of like, your joints and stuff to make them used to that kind of movement so you don't hurt yourself. It's very wise to do that. Now, when you choke up with the walker, you're going to want to slow down your stride. Take very deliberate, short steps. And, just turn it up so that your wheels are the only thing touching the ground. It's going to be very difficult, but you'll find that it's a good way to get a good workout and to strengthen your thighs and your shin muscles. Absolutely, it is totally worth. Now, I wanted to give a shout out to my good friend. I hope this girl, her name is Sarah. Sarah Patrimonio Bangalon, I am giving you a shout out, honey. Thank you so much for being in my life. You are truly a child of God. Your heart is filled with the Spirit. And I just cherish each moment that I spend with you. I also want to give a shout out to Sarah's friends, Lou, Aisha, Blessy, Bing, Minda, Diane, Atet, Pastor Raymond, Arnell, Jose, Ronnie, and Razalyn Tess. Okay, and also Isa as well. Pastor Raymond, your sermons are really great. I really appreciate those sermons. And also, I'm going to read a Bible verse for you, because you should have some kind of higher power, some kind of belief system, some kind of faith system that will help you in the long run. Absolutely. I totally, mine is God and Jesus Christ. He's my Lord and Savior, and I pray every day to God and ask Him to forgive my sins. I thank Him for everything I have and ask Him for the things that I need. And I completely suggest having some kind of belief system. Even if you're not a Christian, that's fine. If you're a Muslim or you have another belief, that's fine. Just make sure that you have a higher power, because sometimes when you're alone, it's all you have, and it has been helpful to me. And I'll tell you what, the power of prayer is amazing. I'm going to read you a verse from Zephaniah. It is 1:14 and 15. Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 14 and 15. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near, and hasteth greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry, there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. That again is Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 14 and verse 15. This is a great verse. Now, this is God. There are some dark parts in the Bible, and this couple verses there, but you can come out of the dark into the light easily when you have God on your side. So please, have that going for you. And I'll tell you what, folks, when you're walking, put everything you have into it. Remember those 8 steps that I told you about. The first one is to have a set of goals. The second one is to write down your goals, your plan. Write it down. The third one is to try to surpass your goals. Every day, try to do a little bit more every day. The fourth one is to make it fun. Make your tasks that you have written down fun, maybe with dancing, perhaps singing, some kind of game you can play. Use your creativity to do that. Okay, now, and 5 is to memorize something, a song, memorize a Bible verse perhaps. What I'm doing is memorizing these 8 steps. There's something to memorize. It's good for your brain to exercise it. Number 6 is to have a good diet. Look in Google, type in foods for your brain. There will be many of them there that you can find. 7 is to, what is 7? Gosh, okay, my memory is to not beat yourself up if you don't surpass. This is very important. I included this step because a lot of times I used to beat myself up. I used to get upset with myself when I didn't surpass the goal. It's okay. You know, you are afflicted with certain things. You're not always going to be able to power through and make it. So it's okay to fail. You're going to have some of that happening. And it's not really a failure, but I call it that. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't call it that. But don't beat yourself up. It's okay. You have tomorrow, the next day, and the next day. And the good thing about the Lord and God is He will give you the strength. Make sure to pray before you go out and exercise. God can give you the strength. He can heal. It's amazing, the power of prayer. Number 8 is to get plenty of rest. Okay, and that is an interesting thing. Now I'm going to clock out of here. Folks, I appreciate you being with me. Now remember that if I can reach just one person and make a positive influence on their life, well, then I have done my job. And with that said, B-Leav-itt. If I can get through this day with a big smile on my face and true personal independence, just a baby step away. Well, B-Leav-itt, so can you. Hey folks, thank you for tuning into the B-Leav-itt show. If you like this video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Subscribe to my show, as I'll be coming out with some better topics, some stuff that you can really sink your teeth into. Now, please subscribe, because B-Leav-itt, this show is going to improve and do good things for you. And with that said, have a good night, and I'll talk to you next time.